trade around and still show that we could actually work something there to kind of build or develop something. I still take that as a breath of fresh air. Okay, but that's that. Koolu was in Malabo. You just heard an 82. How old is Obasanjo now? How old is he claiming now? 82, Abi. You just heard 82-year-old man, right? Who spoke clearly, and then it wasn't like you could easily pick all his words, okay, criticize him and say things you want to say, right? But see, this one is the current. That one don't retire. Or you see, this one is the current Bulaba, who was in Malabo just 2 days ago. So he was talking to the supposed his host in Malabo in Guinea, and they were talking about I don't know. I shall have the copy of this speech. So just before I play this, I'm going to give you a bit of warning. I'm talking about Tifnumbu. Sure you get. So right now it was in Guinea. The heroin trafficking hub of Africa, West Africa. It was there. And they said they were signing pipeline deal. Guinea is, as we were told, Guinea is an oil producing country. They have their own crude oil. Tifnubu said he went to Guinea to go and sign a pipeline deal. So others were just like, I know they went to sign the route deal for their drug smuggling. But this is what Tifnubu told supposed Guinea businessmen. If you can, don't try to understand it per se. If you are good enough that you could pick words and put them together and make sense out of it, great. Others, I hope you just watch this as like you're watching a comedian, that is fooling around at old age. Or maybe you can make a sense out of it. Here's the first part. Koolu speaking to investors in Guinea.
And distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it's a great honor for me to stand before you tonight after a very delicious food. I will not complain that I'm belly full. Thank you for your hospitality. Thank you very much for your hospitality. It is a joy coming down here from Abuja. To me, it is an homecoming. It's one single family of the continental neighborhood that is bonded as a co-joined twins by the hips. Nowhere to go but clogging to each other. Our gathering here today is a very significant milestone in the history of Africa and West Africa in particular. Between Federal Republic of Nigeria and Republic of Equatorial Guinea. I am very happy to have listened to a very, very deep thinking coming from my brother, the president of Imagijary, Guinea, on Africa. Yes, Africa, it is Africa that must solve its own problem. They want Africa wretched and raggedy, full of conflict, antagonism of one another. But we are saying no. Peace, stability, and democracy is the way forward for a progressive development. And we agreed on that. We definitely will continue to promote peace and stability throughout the continent. Some other of our brothers in shackles are still there at each other's throat. We will work together, do everything possible to promote peace between them. What we are seeing in the middle of the region Congo Republic, and other areas of Sahel, it's not pleasant for our today and promising for our tomorrow. We have to work together to make peace the focus of our development in order to really develop. Without peace, we cannot develop. Our problem is not that we don't understand what to do. We identify them. We
nuisance lele.
Koolu the Guinea. I don't know if this will come up properly, but that's Koolu's Guinea passports. So Koolu is from Guinea as well. When he said it was like an homecoming for him, a lot of them have the citizenship of this drug, heroin, smuggling hub in Africa, in Caribbean island, and all those places. That is the operation of the Dawn. Now, one drug lord from Nigeria is now the president of that Nigeria. Man, how did you do it? I just did. I think that would be the answer. Whenever all those other drug dealers come around and meet like that off camera, and they are trying to say, "Hey, listen, listen. You know, I'm not in charge of her. Share you guys her. Let's rearrange this sharing formula and all of that stuff." He said it is a significant meeting for Africa. He's talking about himself and other drug dealers that possibly met with him in Guinea. Did their meeting, asked for whatever they think he should be doing to help them and all of that going forward. And the way he was there talking nonsense. He's talking about the Sahel. What is Sahel? The middle of the region. Which region? Congo. Congo is the middle of the region. Which region? Sahel. Congo and the Sahel. Papa Imadini. That's why I told you that please don't listen to him like you are listening to something. But he was trying to say we need peace. We need to stop antagonizing ourselves. He's talking about other African countries. I have more. I don't know how you're going to probably take that, okay? Here is the concluding part. I just want it to be on record here, right? Please.
Identify them. We understand what to do. Our problem is how and when we should do that. And I say the time is now. We better roll our sleeves, get on our knickers, and move for peace, stability, and progress. While we complain about healthcare problem, if our doctors cannot have a home in their continent, if our nurses are faced with destitution, if our judicial system is archaic, if tribes is the hero in the middle of nothing, tribalism has no place in Africa. We have to take the continent and take it strongly. And both kids together help one another, develop our resources for our progress, find solutions among ourselves, dwell on research and development, reward those research and development programs, bring out the results, don't sell it out. To the international organizations, we say thank you. We are partners. We continue to partner. But put more than half of result of those research and development here in the continent. We have a lot of youths to cater for. Millions of them yearning for progress. I've honestly enjoyed my evening and my day here, and tomorrow I'm looking forward to more work according to Mr. President. But to all of you, I say thank you for coming to this banquet. It's a very delicious meal. Don't let me give you indigestion from our speeches. Enjoy your evening. Thank you very much.
I'm highly disappointed of Nigerian government because the Nigerian government were highly disappointed in them due to foreseen circumstances. Definitely, I'm one of those people approving. People should die in coronavirus is more better than people should die in hungers. Hunger kills more than coronavirus because some people are less privileged. Due to foreseen circumstances that I said it, some people are less privileged, which they are based on daily pay, which are not even based on salaries. But our government thinks that the knockdown is the best solution to coronavirus, and proving it to an extent and to the levels of alacrity that if someone die in coronavirus, it's more efficient to die in hunger. Because some people will be at indoor. There's no a way to make our own life. I'm highly disappointed.
And they die in coronavirus. That guy speaks better than Tifnumbu. Somebody said I should come and summarize. So now Una actually really like me, Rich Abi. Do you know the amount of cell, the brain cell, that I will have to actually stress for me to be able to try and interpret what Tifnumbu is saying? So make I just give you what he's saying there is that right now Africa's solution is in Africa, which means that they have to look into peace and then democracy and stability, especially stability. And then we have children to feed. Our doctors it's not good that doctors don't have homes. Nurses are destitute in Africa. It's not good that they are destitute in their continent. I think I'm already losing some brain cells, but if I start blame yourself. Because I always give you 1 year ahead. Don't try to and put sense, because Nino is also spoke about healthcare. And then what else again? So it's better I just leave it that way. Because what are you saying? I understand them more. More will live on that way. It's all about Bulaba, Bala Blue, as Koolu will put it. That this is town hall different from Bala Blue. Put it that way, John.
If we lend ourselves to innovation, we can create wonders. Yeah, it's a successful again, a town hall different from Bala Blue, Bulaba.
He was supposed to be speaking to investors, but they brought in clappers, people that come in to clap for him. They did well. However, someone was having this Odenta, this prof or doctor, was having a chat around this same guy, Tifnumbu, his policies and all of that on AIT in Nigeria. And I kind of cut this part. Okay? I want to play that for you.
Presidency. Prof, you see, the president's speech, which you also mentioned in your piece.
Yes, I did.
You commended him for also seeing reasons with the protesters and also saying that he feels their pain.
Absolutely.
And went further to say, what are we supposed to do? Because hunger knows nobody.
Absolutely.
But let's look at what is going on now. These protesters are already addressing the press conference, addressing journalists, that they are returning to the streets.
Absolutely.
What do you think is responsible for that? Even despite the president's appeal, they still want to go to the streets?
point is that societies, is an aggregate of combustible social forces. These forces are tempered down because of the way the society's head is seen, palpable, when people are happy, when people are contented, when this poverty is reduced and hunger is diminished, when human infrastructure is built up in education, in health, in housing, in public works, therefore increasing and expanding and strengthening human security. These social forces will be constrained to behave properly. But when a society is racked by insecurity, almost unremitting insecurity, abductions, kidnappings, terror attacks everywhere, hunger, poverty, scarcity of petroleum products, these forces are unleashed. And when they are unleashed, they behave in an anarchic manner because they have no direction. So what a president will do, and what he does is a consequence of the advice he receives. He can't know it all. No president ever anywhere in the world, no matter how sharp you are. The quality of the advice given you will inform your performance either at a rhetorical level of verbal conversation like he did, or in practical policy implementation. What he did is on the basis of what was presented to him by the people who are around him. The speech didn't contain 3 key elements. There was no presidential proclamation. I hereby proclaim 1, 2, 3, 4 proclamations that are clear, precise, and direct. There are no convening orders. That means I convene. Ultimately, a meeting of Council of State was convened, but it wasn't even contained in the speech. I convene a meeting of the leading political figures in this country. I convene a meeting of leading civil society figures in this country. I convene a meeting of interfaith groups with precise agenda. And then the third one is presidential directives. I hereby direct 1, 2, 3 in those critical areas that the people will listen and said, Mr. President really is speaking to us and to our heart. So he made a good point, but the speech is actually policy laden, almost 34 paragraphs of policy orientation. The idea is that he seems to have abandoned the political space in favor of policies. That means if I get the policies right and improve the life of the people, the living standard of the people, I don't care for politics and politicians. That is a wrong way to approach governance. If you don't get the politics right, you can never get the economics right. Therefore, no matter the policies you unleash, the formulation, the prescriptions, and the trajectories of these policies, if there are rumbles at the political space, what I call the political state, that political state has a very important center. That center is absent now. There's no elite consensus, almost as if everybody is on their own. The PDP, led by the last presidential candidate, Atiku Abubakar, is rioting politically. They are not happy. P2B of Labour Party can see that there's no inclusion. So what the president needs to do is to create amity and sense of conviviality among the political class. Obasanjo did it in
conviviality. He needed to build in a way that the elite and the ruling, and the political class, they can have common agreements. He's right to, it's like talking to the wall. Do you understand what I mean? Like, the reason why Nigeria is a total contraption and will continue to be so is because the political class, they are greedy, selfish, and they want to own everything. Those who are supposed to be the elite, the ones who are supposed to be those who hold the fortune, they have joined them because it seems like their own survival in this level of, I want to use big word, chicanery. Do you know the meaning? No? Me too. It just came to my head, like chicanery. It's just like, it's like a BSing, like bullshitting, sort of this chicanery. Just imagine that. So everybody is just like, it is a free for all. Everybody take what you fit take. Go and look for access. Go and look for connection. Make yourself grab something. If na illegal mining, you won't make money from, right? All you have to do is to look for access. Go and make it to Nigeria, no go work. So everybody is now working at cross purposes. And this was supposed to be the heart of a country where when government is making policies, the elites who are supposed to be owners of businesses, they were supposed to be concerned and in fact influence the policies of politicians. Because if politicians make policies, that any wrong policy can run them out of business. Look at Dangote now. So that is why elite and the political class, they are mostly friends because they can align. But you see these ones, their alignment is not about progress of Nigeria. It's about, go grab your own. Are you with me? Go grab your own. If you can, all this noise you are making, Baba, go make your money. Now you have a lot of people. Sorry. You have some people with so much money. Some of this money, they cannot tell you how they got the money. They have them stuck in banks. They have them tucked away somewhere else. to the point that even when criminal politicians are laundering money from Nigeria, now the elite bankers, they help them loot the money. They understand the economic effect of that too, but they don't care. Since they could use part of the money proceed from that loot themselves, they could use them to buy some foreign shares, foreign stocks. So if everything go down in Nigeria, they always have something to fall back on. So let us all finish Nigeria. And they were supposed to be the one to be concerned about poor electricity, insecurity, inflation, because it affects them. It kills businesses. But you see all of them declaring profit, profit, profit in an economy of over 40% inflation. But you are seeing them declaring profit, billions, buying latest